the marquee, and then he had to walk up a flight of steps, up to the upstairs. And we're thinking what he done when you pass our store, our office store, go like around the little corner and it deads in. And we figured he just got mad because he had to turn back around. He couldn't walk that way no further. So he just ripped shit off the wall. We don't know. It's crazy.
Well, I guess I'll be meeting with the judge wants us to meet with Capitol Police and have another powwow about it, figure out what to do. So
that's about right.
But I'll 100% pay for him a bus ticket to BFE, Arizona. Let him figure it out from there. Let him kick over signs and throw garbage around. And, yeah, he'll get.
That's a lot closer.
And they send their people here.
Man. They're bad.
That's too close, though. He'll figure
his way back. It'll take but one truck driver to go.
We need
come on, get
like Arizona or Alaska or something like that.
Far away, yeah. Memphis is kind of close. Well, shit, man. I guess we're gonna run.
All right,
brother.
Good seeing you. Good seeing you again. Yeah, y'all have a good one.
Say hello.
Will do. Y'all take it easy.
We'll see you.
Have a good day.
You too. I know those are friends. I don't know if you're talking about somebody else or not, but those are friends. Oh, we're talking about the fun and crazies though. So yeah, I guess we're playing bingo. Hey y'all, sorry, a friend of mine that I haven't seen in a minute stopped in, so had to chat with him. Yes, audio. I don't have a muted thing up here, so let's go ahead and get it assembled. We're 25 minutes into it. Wow. Locksmith, assemble finally. And oh God, it's very vicious. Okay, let me plug this back up. I had to show him some fun. You know it's gotten bad when the judge comes to you. You have enough? Okay, maybe not Arizona. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere. How is everybody? Sorry we're late and muted and delayed and all that. I can bring this back up now. Nope, wrong one. He is a customer, but he's not a customer. He's more of he's like a high school. That guy was like a high school friend. But yeah, it was definitely it's still the end of the day, a long-winded story. I've had several of those today already. Going back to the beginning, I don't know how far can I go back? We can pin that message. What's up? James Randolph coming in next. Look at that. Nate G. Anthony, what's up? Gumby, good morning to you. Curto, we can send him to Canada. Outlaw, what's up? Chevy Dude, good morning. Ferrera, what's up? Retired Butcher Boy, Mr. T in the house. You notice that I've fixed the chat, y'all. You don't know what I've been through on this chat lately. I have done everything. And that font's really big. I've been doing a lot of soul searching. No, I've been doing a lot of trying to tweak the CSS to avoid. So I found out the whole thing with the chat login. It was definitely YouTube. Even AI was like kind of clucking its tongue about it. Okay, there's avatars. Message render timestamp. No, no. Badges. What am I? Where's the chat part of this? Chat message. No. No. Hold on. Channel names. I'm looking for the size. Yeah, we can knock this down. Font size. We're going to go down to 35. 35. Hey, look at that. Okay, let's go find the message part of it. Timestamp, the edges. Let's just put it this way. I'm intimately familiar with my CSS code right now and why YouTube's doing what YouTube's doing. Okay, we're going to font size that down to 35. Okay, that's a little bit better. Probably could still be smaller. I can get rid of the avatars too. I tried to make them bigger, smaller, bigger. I don't know how big we can get on those. Yeah, according to my research, YouTube is shifting its chat UI into the shadow DOM, capital DOM. Now, if that sounds really crazy, that it is. I have no idea what that is. I never went and researched the shadow DOM because I'm scared, kind of scared to. But whatever the shadow DOM is, YouTube is forcing their chat UI to go to it. So, what in the hell are y'all yelling about? So that's why we're having the login problems. That's why we're having the chat issue things. And that's why it's cut off. I could bring it back. It's still there, watch. And after all the work I did, oh, no. See, look at that. Look at that. Look, after all the work I did, all I had to do is hold down Alt and raise the bottom up. It's like, oh, fantastic.
It's been a long time doing the names.
I don't know what DOM is. Why wouldn't they know? I don't think so. I don't know what the hell DOM is, but it's capital DOM. So, what's up, Steven's Eyes? Dave A, good morning to you. I'm still way back up in chat. Doused. Everybody, Miko Wolf, Lynn H, King's Club. Yeah, Fonder Crazies, you can go ahead and mark it because we got one out there. Front south. Front. Nope. Let's go south. There we go. Document object model. It's like browser building a little tree model instead of all elements in it. She? He? I don't know if it's a he or a she, actually. No, it ain't rap. It's just shit. It's just shit. Find somewhere else to pull your bullshit. Day old donuts, man. Yeah, jump out in front of the car. No, it's like 70 degrees out here. Pretty sure it's a she. That's enough of that. Where the fuck's my phone? No. Hey, can you send an officer out to 3000 block in North State in Fondren? There's a black, I believe, female with a gray hoodie on that's just standing out in the street yelling and screaming and acting a fool.
Okay, what's the address again, sir?
Corner of Mitchell and North State Street.
Mitchell and North State Street?
Yep, Fondren, right in front of 3000 block.
Stand by for me 1 second.
Yep, in front of Walker's Drive-In right now.
I'm trying to be in North State. And look, it ain't even popping up.
Walker's Drive-In.
Can somebody put that in the notes? In North State and Mitchell.
Yeah, right in front of Walker's Drive-In right now.
It's not even popping up. Okay, I'm gonna just do it this way. You said North State and Mitchell. We're just gonna go with it. North State and Mitchell Avenue, correct?
Yep, right in front of Walker's Drive-In right now, and the coffee shop. Fondren Beat knows where it is. Yeah, there's
just.
just.
Any ordering units in today, y'all?
I hadn't seen any. I hadn't seen many. I saw one first thing this morning, but I hadn't seen many drive by lately.
Yeah, it's the weekend. They don't usually work on the weekend. That's why.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, she's been carrying on for about 10 minutes.
Mitchell Avenue.
Yeah. He or she, whatever it is heading north now towards Dueling and North State Street. Try that, because that's where she's headed. But, I mean, as long as she goes on out of here. Yeah. Yeah, she is right now at the corner of Dooling and State, and she may be about to walk down Dooling headed towards, like, well, hold on. I can tell you just a minute. Okay, she's going north along State Street. Bank Plus building is where she's located now, but she seems to be going home. So. Black female. Gray, dirty hoodie. Blue jeans or black pants that are down around her midsection. Yeah, I can't tell here. She's vertically down the street. She's moving on. It's not a big deal. So. Yeah, I'll tell you, yeah, but she seems to be, she seems to be moving on. So, yeah, I'll call y'all back if she shows back up. Thank you.
You want to manage the area over there?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Have a good one. Get a better map system, please. All right, go back to normal. Doop, 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 doop. Lord. Trying to film here, damn it. I ate that whole donut during that, too. I mean, I was hoping that she would just move on without me having to fucking call. And she did when I called. It's almost like she knew I was calling. Like, literally during the day, we were supposed to have 6 officers, 3 and 3 during each beat. And sometimes we have 4 or 5. Okay, everybody knows me. Both with the court. I mean, when you got the judge coming to you at your place of business to chat about people. I'm actually trying to affect change as well right now. So, the judge told me that there's a new law, which I fully agree with, or they're talking about it in the big crazy building downtown, the Capitol, where I was at for 2 days last week, and I know a number of people there who are people that write these things in business. So I'm literally going to text them as soon as live's done. I'm going to text both of them and say, hey, yo, the judge told me about this thing that is either coming through the Senate or the House, and if it's through the Senate, will you please pass it? But anyway, it's a stacking misdemeanor thing. Basically, right now, we're not doing lock stuff. We're doing criminal justice, I guess. Misdemeanor. Tears up something, cost me $300 to fix. Wiring, for example. Misdemeanor. I go, fill out the paperwork, turn it around. They do whatever they do. They subpoena me. Everything about it is very convoluted. And I actually talked to him about that this morning. I was like, hey, before you go, though, I want to ask you something. All of this is ridiculous. And he's like, I agree, but it's ridiculous on purpose. So the way you have to do things. But anyway, the legislature right now in Mississippi, anyway, is trying to do a stacking misdemeanor thing. So that if you get a misdemeanor and a misdemeanor and a misdemeanor and a misdemeanor, and it goes over $1,000, which is a felony level, then they would stack up into a felony. And literally, it's people like this guy that I've had to deal with for a year that's causing these things. Like, and I don't know what the length of time is. That's probably going to be the problem there. It's like, it's kind of like a 3 strike and you're out thing, 3 misdemeanors, and then it goes whatever happens after that. I don't even know if any states still do that, but A stacking misdemeanor thing might be the only answer we have. SE, dun, 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 SE Law and Order. Excuse me. That made me choke. Can I unpin this from here? Okay, get rid of that spot. I need a screen for this, don't I? So long story short, yes, I'm going to go down to, during this meeting, I have so many things to talk about with them now. Why does your dispatcher, and like I can literally go and talk to the dispatchers. I've had to do that before as well. And the people at the front desk who rotate in and out of dispatch at this particular, it's not Jackson Police, it's Capitol Police. A whole different jurisdiction. JPD is non-existent around here. Jackson Police is not existent around Fondren. We had a wreck out here. Oh, I got to show you all that footage. Hold on, let me email it to myself. We had a wreck out here, what was it, 2 days ago? And luckily, when you call 911, because I knew that an ambulance, I would have called Capitol directly, but we needed an ambulance. And JPD, Jackson Police Department, never showed up. Not even once. Not even a drive-by. It's all Capitol Police. So, where's the best footage? Oh, that's pretty good footage. We'll just email them both. Crashes. It's the first crash of, well, the first crash that I've seen. Why is that naming that? First crash of 2026. Need a movable camera on the front of the building. I had one up there last week, but it really was not conducive to leaving there. So until I can get a permanent setup for the front camera, we will have the front camera. And also, I still have to steal Kim's phone camera because she got a new phone and she still hadn't wiped out her phone yet. So I gotta, no, don't sync it. I still gotta, we're still down one phone. Why did you not send? Let's try that again. I'm looking at your tweet, Anthony. You must never go to the Shadow Dome. Shadow Dome. Sounds like a real spooky thing for YouTube to be doing. Alright, let's try it this way. Yep. Well, see, now that transfers correctly. I don't know why that other one did that. Hey, what's up? It finally downloaded. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, let's put this in, yeah, we'll just save that, and then just save that, and I'll deal with it later. Oh, which view would you like? Okay, here we go. We can actually throw this in a studio mode. Bring this in. Actually, let's go back to face. 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 Throw this in. Where is it? Where is it? Not that. Where is a video media source? There we go. Okay. Look file. Long story short is on the shadow DOM thing is pretty cut and dry as to whose fault that was. Shut up. Oh, snap. I mean, it was his fault, but I do feel bad for him because the driver of the SUV is going to sue the ever-loving shit out of that guy. Or his insurance. Oh, look, there goes Jason. I had to open the guy's door. I had the passenger door. I went around and opened it for him, and he was already climbing out. She got airbag to the face. Actually, they all got airbags to the face. And she was screaming and hollering and crying. It was so bad. Here, I'll just show you this video. Like, watch when the doors open. On the SUV. Watch this, the smoke powder come out. Here we go. Oof, look at all that. That's when I looked up and I was like, oh shit. Oh shit, what's going on in there? There's not Cheech and Chong shit or something. Turns out it was just the airbag powder, I guess. So they loaded her in an ambulance, took her away. She wasn't bleeding or anything. She was mostly just shook from it, but the husband of her, I guess, she was with her maybe brother, and the husband showed up. It was livid. I was like, give me your email, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the windows were too tinted. That's why I was like, I kind of walked around and looked in there like, dude, I can't see you in here. Now I know why cops don't want you to have tinted windows. When YouTube chat gets migrated, we were supposed to have autocomplete for tagging people on mobile. You know what? Their shadow DOM can go fuck itself. After the several hours I spent creating, we had many lives this morning. In case you didn't know, I had many lives streaming this morning. All of them were unlisted. I was getting AI to help. Rose is basically, it was no help. At the very end of everything, AI is like, great, we can do this and it'll be perfect. No. The funny thing is, AI is like, okay, do this, and this. It'll future proof it. No way, no problem, whatever. It didn't work. So then I come back to AI and I was like, bruh, didn't work. AI's like, well, you know what? You're right. It's not going to work. But literally, it said that. Wow, great catch. That's not going to work. It circled all the way back down from me. So it like ramped up. Like, all right, we're going to do this and this and this. Looks like, okay, I'll do that, that, and that. Nope. Okay, if it doesn't work, then do this and this and this. Keep climbing this hill. And then I was like, this isn't working. And they're like, oh, wait. Okay, so go back to that code I gave you way earlier and try this. And I'm like, still not working. Now I have a different error. Now I've got a monkey up here. YouTube, in case you didn't know, through OBS, will throw a monkey up on the screen that's, it's broken. It went all the way back down to, well, I guess you're just going to have to Alt-tab the bottom of it off. In the very beginning, it could have just been like, yep, we found, because when you ask it, during all that, AI is like, that's when I learned about the shadow DOM. It's funny, it just ramped all the way up to these awesome solutions that were perfect, and then it ramped all the way back down to Alt-tabbing it to hide it. Thus making everything that I did a complete waste of time. It's pissed me off so bad. Yeah. Skynet. Oh, speaking of. Oh, I haven't got my money out yet.
I have to sit right there for like 10 minutes. Is that cool?
Yeah, as long as you're not. I don't know. Don't worry about it. As long as you're just picking up coffee, that's fine.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Okay.
You sure?
Yep, we're good. As long as you're only picking up coffee. Google Jasper Carrot Insurance Claim Forms. I have a new camera coming in today. Ooh! New security camera, that is. SE lock and key. No, ma'am. Thank you. What's up, Ian? We've been discussing law and law and order. Dun, 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 dun. SE lock and key law and order. From some random page, you can actually reveal the shadow DOM in Google Chrome. Go to settings, go to the element section, and show user agent shadow DOM. So you mean we can infiltrate the shot? You know what? I'm tired of messing with the Shadow DOM. YouTube can keep its Shadow DOM, and we're just going to keep alt-tabbing that line away from you. As far as how it affects y'all, like trying to post, I have no control over it. Hopefully they get it fixed so that doesn't happen. Need a PZT cam. This is a PZT cam, but it's for security. It's for that guy that we've been talking about for our back parking lot. So that I'll have eyes in the back parking lot now. Got a little solar thing over it. I hope it works. Everybody says they work better than any other of their cameras, so. Worst case scenario is we have to look at it. We can just hold the iPad up and we can watch. I just don't believe that a solar battery thing. I mean, I get full sun back there for half the day from about 12 o'clock to about 4 o'clock, where I plan on mounting it. But it's pretty cloudy. Like, hey, welcome new subscriber. Like I don't know how long the battery's gonna last. You know, I almost went vertical live again today. They finally did a where you can dual screen, but I realized that my layout I have is not compatible because it squeezes it all into half, or it just cuts it off. No, it cuts it off on it, and to make it dual stream through YouTube. So unless I change my whole format, I won't be able to dual stream. I can dual stream like we did that one time. I'm not going to do that again. It's too much, 2 different chats. No, not even worth it. Thanks for the subscribers. Appreciate that, as always. Checking on what's going on out front. Hadn't heard Crazy Lady. Pretty 100% sure Crazy Lady was a lady. Is this thing on? It is. Let us grab this guy and take a look at it, because this is my next task. So I've been trying to wrap up these. I've been trying to wrap up one customer's antique locks, and in the meantime, I've gotten several other ones in. So let's actually do some locksmith work, like, you know, since this is a locksmith channel. Let's actually let's take a look at them anyway and see where we're at. But I have to get before I do these and before I do that, dudes. Little babies. Little babies. So I got 3 from this person. Got 1 that just came in yesterday that I need to email and say, hey, your lock's in. Yay, locksmith work, right? So let's put this here. And then I've got 5 that I've got to get out. Oh my God, y'all. Sometimes this stuff frustrates, especially when I get so many built up. So let's pull up a, I'm not sure that's right either. We're a everything else channel, right? An everything else channel. Let's get a camera up. You know, I never connected that guy. Hold on. That's because I never found Okay. So, yeah, I completely forgot to have him plugged up, so his battery doesn't last very long, and he died. So, short of that, we're going to go ahead and pull this up. All right. Got camera on. Hold on, let me play with these cameras. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. That's not the one I want. Okay, bring in a new one, please. Create new. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Why isn't it coming up in my list? That's super weird. I thought it did. Shut up! I thought I plugged in that phone and it worked fine. And now it's not even coming up. What in the hell? Okay. It's all right. I'm down, Jason. We're gonna pull down the bitches camera. Hold on. One more shot at this. Okay. All right, one more. Let me try a different plug. I wouldn't be surprised if the other camera froze. We're probably gonna have to straighten out all these cameras now. Yeah, let's try this. Add existing. What's this extra button right here? Add existing extra. And then the extra does not show up. But I think I know why. I think it's the cable, the extension cable. Alright, so let's drop that. Okay, idea. Idea. I have an idea. Guess I'll just use it. Nope, that ain't gonna work either. Nope. I need a. Oh, I know what it is. Well, that's crazy. Now that's not working. What? Uh-oh. We have a meltdown, y'all. Alright, gosh darn it. Hey, we got a camera up. This one's frozen. That one's shot north. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. It was this. I could have swore I used this last week for live, but it didn't apparently stick. So now we're gonna transfer over to that because we know the audio works on that one. So bounce back. Yep. Knock this down to that. Yep. And switch mic now. Over to this. So these are. Looks like one key might fit all of them. I don't know why she didn't. I'm sure she being Kim knows to check for the national key. Looks like the national key did not work for that one. Yeah, it's too big. Not for that, though. Alright, so we're probably going to have to use this little guy and cut it down. Yep. 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 Okay. I wonder how many she thinks she wants. Or I could use probably this little guy. Too big, too big. Oh, we're stuck with this one. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and mark it. Volume okay, right? Mic is good. Okay, thank you for that heads up on that. And we're going to come over here and go ahead and cable out of my way. It's different. Look at that. Thick. maybe in between. It's gonna be too tall. She's okay. These two look like that's the oddball. That one short, longer, short. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and whack that off real quick. It's a really long key, but I don't really have much of a choice there. And then we can go ahead and cut this down too. Don't disconnect. I've taken, I had a nice little setup for this. I took most of it down. For other reasons, so we're just gonna have to deal with this right here. Okay, we're good. Let me double check the stream real quick. Take a sip of coffee. And eyeball y'all over here on this microphone. Why is the night latch on the top corner of the table? I don't know. Okay, everything's good. Back there. And goodbye. Okay, we did not mark this side. Let me go grab a lock. Mark the right side. That's some hard brass. Not a whole lot to this key. Just because it's tiny. Still off a bit. I could probably go back to the machine and trim off a bit, or I could just file it the rest of the way. I knew that it looked a little bit too wide, but it's better to not cut it down all the way to begin with, or waste a key blank, which is always a possibility, but hopefully if I waste it on one lock, I can use it on another. Let's go grab another one of these locks. But this one, see, that's gonna probably be too short and not big enough diameter to go over that. What the hell? Okay. Wait a minute. I see a problem here. The lever's blocking the bolt, or one of the levers is blocking that. That's not good, is it? Okay, let's put you aside for right now. Grab another lock. I thought these were just key makes, not repairs, but it looks like there's a repair there. Yeah, that's so close. Just so I don't have to move the camera, I'm gonna keep doing the thing here. Normally I would go back to the machine and trim just a bit more, so I don't have to sit here and go back and forth. But, as I mentioned earlier, this is very tough brass. So I'm going to go back to the machine. That was tough, wasn't it? Nice. looks like we do have a notch that we got to put in there. Let's trim that up a little bit more. What's going on there? I do see one lever. But I think, okay, so it's, that lever has a hook in it, watch. Watch right there. So that is the bolt's too high up. The lever's getting out of the way. It's just hooked into that little thing. The bolt is actually what's hanging up now. Ye olden English maid. Look at those stamps. Two levers. Or 223.5 levers. Doesn't look like two levers to me, but that may also be why it's not moving. It may not be a bolt. I don't see any levers holding it back, and to me it feels like a... Like, this is weird. Oh, that's even more different. Oh dear. Huh. Alright, so on this one I'm getting a hard stop again. Focus! Thank you. So, right there, there's no action in the levers. This lever looks different than this lever. This person may very well have different keys for this. But I'm wondering if this is a pivot just showing, or if that's an actual lever, because I sure don't see two levers. Focus. Wait, hold on. God damn it. Alright, just lost all my party. See, this is what happens. This is why I don't do locksmith shit. I would have caught that lady if I would have noticed her. Had to go back on the camera to see if it was actually her. And it was actually her. And she had already walked off down the street with her buddies by then. See if we're getting any marks. Oh dear. Dear, this may be a way. Focus! And I still don't know the mystery of that other one either. Oh, look at that mark. Focus! Oh no, that was a different lady. Okay, that's good. I'm glad I didn't catch her then. I was like, that can't be that lady. Something's going on with the base of this one for this to not seat real well. So we got plenty of room there. Beep, beep, beep. And then this one we don't have plenty of room. It's tight. Changed my mind twice. Shut up. Okay. So I think that's going to be good on these two guys. Yeah, that's much better. Still a little tight, but this one was probably used more than that one. All right, so this thing, I can see these bolts or this lead. Focus. Let's see, right there, something's pressing down, either the bolt or the lever. Muted? Yeah. So did y'all mark Sunrise Square? There you go. I was talking to myself. We're gonna go look at the other one because this thing is something jammed up in there. So let me go grab the other one. I'm gonna go back to that. Okay, hopefully you can hear me now. Oh, look at you. I'm not squeezing too hard. I don't want to put teeth marks in it. I would go get my parallel jaw, just kind of seeing what's going on there. That one is going to be a real deal 3-lever key. But I just got him in. I don't know what design he wants. So he's got like 4 or 5 choices. It's another one I got to work on. All right, but I do want to take a look at this guy. And this one. This one's a little inconsequential. Usually aren't too hard. I'm interested in this guy. So this guy, unfortunately, uses a super wide keyway. And the only blank that I have that's that wide is this monster, expensive ass blank, but it is what it is. Like, it does fit. There's no opening on the back, so that means that there is a nub on the inside here that I have to cut this out to fit. Obviously, I'm just going to cut this down to about here and start making the key. So in the end, it'll be, I'm just going to take a angle cutter and just yip, and then start making the key for it. But I do need to take it apart to see what see how many levers. I think I can see that there, but how the bottom attaches. Oh, I didn't notice that. All right, let's get you off. Let's get you off and see what's in here. All right. So I did this to this guy. Right? It's like, okay, time to look at this guy. Did the same thing. Fucker snapped off. Not even flush, under flush with the screw post. Had to get it out. I don't want to take this off because it'll spring open again. Well, shit, I'll just show you. Here's where we're at with this. I've got a fake lever in. All right, I had to slit it and finally ended up having to drill it out. I feel like that this is the same setup as what's in here, whereas it doesn't go all the way through like some of them do, like that. And that's why you see safe deposit box keys with this little titty on the end. That titty goes to the back of it, but it doesn't do that on these. This front lever, where do I have it? Was wonky. Y'all remember this. Actually, we talked about this on live. I just hadn't had a chance to deal with it. The front lever hole was screwy, so I just have a false lever in here, basically, just so that the spacing is correct. Because, see, these levers fit between this guy. So if you don't have all 4 wafers, it ain't gonna work right. So we got to get this back in here now that I opened it. I got to rethread the hole here because it's wonky, and then I still got to make a key, which I've already halfway made a key for it. I just got to keep on. But I want to see what this is, so pray with me here that we don't break another screw. Okay. Okay. Find a damn screwdriver. Hold on. Hey. Yeah, Kim. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Need a picture, or are you still doing that?
Name.
Kim, or mine's Jason. Meeks. Thank you, ma'am. I do not. I'm sorry. I think the closest public one's the grocery store over there.
This way?
Yeah, on Dueling. Around the corner right here.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, come on now. Why are you... This is how shit breaks. Look at... Oh, it's broken already, y'all. Just noticed that.
Hi, Jason.
Hey.
Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
You been alright, man?
Yeah, just jacking shit.
Hey, what? I know I need some stuff. Man, I need you to come out on.
Okay.
Alright, see you, man.
Yeah, have a good one.
See you, bro. Come on.
So we're broken already right there. Doop. Probably because somebody freaking tightened this down too much. Nah, you can't stay with me, kid. I don't want you. Oh, we got a new camera in. We're going to call it the Totted camera. Actually, we're not, because I don't even like hearing the name. First thing I always look at is the tip of the nose, because that controls the bolt. One of these that I have, the nose was worn down. You can actually see it starting to wear down right there from years of pushing the bolt. It was worn down on one side, so unfortunately when the nose starts going bad, it won't pull the bolt back far enough. And on certain cabinets, if the bolt doesn't come back far enough, and you make a key like on this one, well, this guy, the bolt is not pulling back. So it's all, instead of it being focused on here, which most locks are, it's focusing the pressure of the bolt action on this guy. So if this starts wearing down, you get screwed, as in this case. This, because this is worn down on the back end of this, the bolt sticks out a little bit. So if you put this in a safe, if I didn't write this warning on there, and he put it on the safe, and he locked it, and then he went to unlock it, and it was tight enough so that it caught the lip, you would basically be screwed. So that's the first thing I look for is bolt wear there. Don't have any. Looks like we got a number 3 wafer, number 2. Let me guess, number 1. Let me guess, number 1. Yep. Oh my God, it's like I'm all omnipotent. Every one of these I've done has been 4, 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3, 4. Deep cut in the back. You can tell because. So let's go back to the number 1 wafer. This will be, once I get the key formed for the lock, it'll be fairly easy. So basically, number 1 cut, 2, just pushes up a little bit. Number 2 cut, that's 3, 2 cut. Luckily, we've got some good springs, have no broken springs on this guy. So this will be, once I get the key formed. Okay, number 2 cut. Wait. Number 2 cut. Oh. Yeah, gotta lift it up higher. Yep, and then number 3 obviously would be the deepest. Alright, let's put that back. Basically, we need to... It is going to have a little titty on the bottom. So once I figure out how long I want the key to be, which will probably be in here, I will cut it pretty much like this. And then that little titty will go, excuse me for the ladies in the house, but that's what I call it, is a little titty. And basically your titty is as long as this, and as long as it stops on the other side, coming this way, like that, and the titty doesn't stick out any, because it's flush down in there. So I should say excuse me to the guys too, because you know we have them. What else can you milk, Greg? So I'm just gonna put. That's a shame. Somebody torqued down a screw too much right there, didn't they? All right, well, that's for another day. That's for probably Monday. I get those 2 done. Oh. Switch back to mic. Turn off work cam. And we're back. Ooh, unboxing. Oh, we got our camera in. Unboxing. I'm swamped with freaking antique clocks right now. Oh. That didn't work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Look at that, little baby solar powered camera and a 1 card. Yeah. hate buying memory cards, y'all. This is the new back parking lot camera. And I gotta go put this in today. Thanks, jackass. But I also have to start getting it. I gotta make sure it's got a full charge. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it. Unboxing. Unboxing. Hey, that's got little arrows. Hold on. I may not have to do that. Ha! Quick start guide, outdoor install guide. I want to see, because I am mounting this on a metal thing. And I got to get a ladder to go back there and mount it up there so nobody messes with it. More than 10 feet away. Does it come with a cord that's 10 foot long for it? Wait, that's French. Secure the bracket to the top of the camera using the flathead screws. Then tighten the ball knob on the bracket and attach the solar panel to the bracket. Connect solar panel to the camera. Install camera. Screw the bracket on the wall and attach your camera by sliding on it until it clicks. Adjust the angle of the solar panel. It's pretty easy to do. Yep. Okay. I think that's enough of that. I think it goes that way. Oh, it's kind of a fancy looking camera. Ball head for underneath mounting, which I'm not going to use. That does not look like 10 foot of cord. I don't see 10 foot of cord in here anyway. There's our mounting screws and the bracket, which is great. What the fuck, Wise? Can you not make it white like every fucking else thing? That's stupid. I know it doesn't matter, but that's stupid. That fires my OCD off immediately. Idiots. Oh, there's the cord. It was way smaller than I thought it was. I was thinking it was a little bit big. Get off there. Is that permanent? Oh, that is permanent, isn't it? Alright, so... So you mean to tell me that if you're putting this on top of the camera directly, wait, how do you... I'm catching up on. Oh, y'all were talking about something else. Might be. So you mean to tell me what's this for? Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get the camera on charge. But hey,
How you doing?
good, how are you?
I'm great. I need two of those.
Two? Just plain breast.
Yes. We don't need nothing spectacular, nothing. I think getting this key made for this worker, but yesterday they was closed. Oh no, we don't need nothing spectacular. I need a plain key for what it is. What?
That's it.
That's it.
$5.94.
Oh yeah, he made them that fast.
Need your receipt. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 20.
You know the key places right here on Station. Right here by Campbell's Bakery and all that. Yes, I get them business. There's no reason to take it nowhere else.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am. Have a good one.
You have a great one.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't no reason. Ain't no damn reason at all. Oh yeah, you do get tired. Trust me, Lock Leisure. It's nice, but making keys all day, you still get tired from using it. Okay, but how does... Yeah, I know how to do all that. Goye para la luz. Handy little sticker template. Oh. How's that come apart? I was like, where's the other part? So this mounts on the wall. Then this screws in on top of it. And then this screws to that. But yet you're stuck with this long ass cord. Which is handy if you want to move this somewhere up to 10 feet away. But it also says mount to the top of the camera, right? As in this picture. So if you mount it to the top of the camera right here, then you have that long ass cord just swinging in the wind. Next, wrap the excess cable around the cable organizer on the back of the solar panel. I mean, I guess it's better to have. It would be nice to just be able to like unplug that and plug in, say this, right? All right, let's get this guy charged up. Where do you? Oh. Boop. Oh, I got plug right here. I know they come out of the factory fairly charged up. It's got a red light. So I guess when that red light turns green, it'll be ready to deploy. What I've been trying to figure out, though, is if you attach this to... probably comes with... I get it now. This guy goes... Watch out, green guy. This attaches to those holes. Oh... I get it. I get it. Well, you were going to charge up. That's probably not the safest place for you to sit, so you're going to kind of lay over there. And then we're going to put all this up because I know how to do everything else. Now all I'm worried about is the Wi-Fi. I've got a Wi-Fi extender in this. I've got a Wi-Fi extender next door. So where I'm putting it is should pick it up, and I've got that badass Wi-Fi distributor there. But this building is so dang. What's the word I'm looking for? So dang built to withstand plaster and metal mesh in the walls. Faraday cage. It's like a great big Faraday cage. So I'm hoping, since I've got an extender close to the wall over there, that if it won't pick mine up, then it'll pick the extenders up. That's the only reason I didn't order 2 of them bad boys. Otherwise, I would have ordered 2 of them bad boys, but I didn't. So, tacky-wise, very tacky. Tacky, tacky, tacky. It's the cutest little solar panel ever. I'll see how it works. All right, what time is it? Oh, way past time. Way past time. I just don't know how much I'll be able to actively view it. I know that you can't just run it or whatever all the time or watch it all the time. You're gonna have to. We have to rely on notifications, or find out when something happened and then just go back. I don't know how any of that works. I guess I'll find out though. We started 30 minutes late. That is very true. Good point. Do we still not have a winner? That's funny. Nah, they're the wise. That's true. That's true. We are making up for it. Well, but we're there because I remember looking at the camera and going, "Dang, it's 12:24 or 11:24, and it's 1:24." So time to go, y'all. Time to go. Let's go on to the worst screen ever. Oh no! Uh-oh, we gotta fix that. Uh-oh. Jason forgot to change that. Still very mad about that, y'all. I will continue to be mad about that for a extended period of time. Alt. Oh, okay, just whatever. Just alt it. Just alt and move it. You'll be fine. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out today. I wish I could make one of y'all come down here and make some keys, but yeah, it's not worth it to pay y'all to do that. Hopefully by Monday morning, which actually those three little ones, once I figure out what's wrong with the one, those are no big deal. Done. The 3-lever, aside from it being bent, it's not a big deal. I think the biggest issue I have is still this old fella right here. So, but it's been commercial hell for the last week, solid week. Started off, started off Monday. Gumby, I almost had a way to get rid of some mortise locks that you sent me. You sent me the 8690s, I think they were. Guess what? Every mortise lock I have down in the crazy building is 8663s. The difference in the 8663 and the ones you sent me is the ones you sent me have a 1-inch bolt. 8663s have a 1/2-inch bolt. But Jason just put in a 1-inch bolt's better, right? Not when they build doors with an aluminum frame that is this thick before the glass starts. And it's 10-foot tall doors. So I literally can't swap it out with a 1-inch bolt. Discovered that while I was down there spending some fun time in the Senate. Don't even get me started on that. You cannot swap out parts to make them work. They look exactly alike, but there's very minor. I'm very familiar with you. The locks you sent me, Gumby, these guys. $86.90. 8663 looks just like it. I was like, heckin' yeah, I can take this out. The only difference is the hubs. This hub is made for the bigger square, which uses those 3 posts back in the olden days of Yale. The 8663s have a smaller diameter spindle style. So I was like, maybe I can just switch the hubs. They're just slightly different. And they don't work with the bracket that turns the hub, the little arm that the hub presses against. So then I was like, let's pull out the arm and the hubs. Well, guess what? The arm doesn't interact with the bolt like it's supposed to. So then I was like, okay, let's switch out. Because I had a bent plate on theirs. It was just bent out. So I was trying everything. Like these little impressions in mortise locks and certain little grooves in there, everything was just different enough, even though they look exactly alike. When you start really looking at it, everything, like there needed to be an oval right here for it to switch out. And I was like, should I get a Dremel and cut the oval, or a square even, for the bolt to slide right? So close, but yet so far. Anyway, long story short, I'm on the hunt for 8663s. If anybody runs across, I think it was 86. Pretty sure it was the 8663. I'm probably going to do a separate post for it after I do search, because I haven't searched for it yet. So I don't know if they're out there anywhere. Everything has to be an 8663 or whatever closest variant there was to it. But I was so mad. I was like, man, I got 3 of these now. I can. And in fact, they themselves, their maintenance before the guy retired was wanting to buy one to switch it out. These may work fine for the ones that have the custom doorknobs. But again, I had almost everything right, except for not knowing, because I worked on it here, and then I had to go down there to make it work. Cut the bolt off. Everything was kosher at one point, and it's LFIC, Yale LFIC cylinders, which has theirs had a pinged-on cam. I got down to it, and I was like, that is different than the other one. It had the wider cam to activate the bolt. And I was like, I got it all done. I screwed the cylinder in, and I was like, of course it's not going to work because it uses a different cam disc. Next up, this was yesterday afternoon at 3 o'clock at one of my hospitals that I'm at all the time. Like, it looks fine. It looks like it's working okay, but it's not. So I brought it with me to take it. Luckily, they've got a plant there. A while back, during a whole employee change, they brought me a truckload of mortise locks, right? Like literally a pickup truck full of boxes of locks that they had that they didn't want anymore. So they brought them to me. Even though I have my little area in the plant, I've got a little locksmithing area. I've got a key machine there that they bought, that they use, but I obviously I put it in for them, and they bought it from me. I maintain it. They buy key blanks from us. So luckily, I found one mortise lock. What got me on that one, it's been a little minor bullshit issues. What got me on that one is I got it in. The handles were different hubs, again, different size hubs, different setup. They now use this kind of mechanism. The little the eyelet post. I don't think I have one here. Went back upstairs to the plant because this was down in the basement, outside. And then I went back upstairs to the plant, found some handles that would work, put them on, and it got down to the faceplate. And I was like, are you serious? The faceplate from the two that I have wouldn't work. It's totally different. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go back up to the plant again, see if I can find this faceplate. By this time, it was like 3:50. Kim leaves here at usually about 4 o'clock every day. So I was like, and it's right there. So I was like, so I went up there, grabbed out a box, looked in there. There's a chrome faceplate sitting there. And I was like, oh, there it is. Even though the lock's brown, I don't give a F. Slapped it on, took off. I'd already gotten a credit card for it, so I was already paid by that time. That was the start of the week and then the end of the week. All throughout the week, it was nothing but mortise locks. I literally had to deal with that Yale / Corbin style where you screw the nut down in the post. I had 4 of those this week. Shut up, trying to film here, damn it. 4. Like, out of the blue. Just, let's fuck with Jason and this kind of handle to deal with. I don't know. Arrange it for you know. Locksmith, disassemble! Well, thanks for hanging out today. Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. Sorry I was late getting started, but I'm gonna go. This thing charged yet? No, it's still red. I'm gonna go. You can play multiple cards. I guess you can. Yeah. If I go to a bingo hall, you can get as many cards as you want. So, I'm fine with that. Did it freeze? Oh my God, look at you. That was super weird. Kurt O posting twice. That's super weird too. I appreciate. Oh, look, we did have a winner. We had a winner? Oh my God. Why can I not see some comments? Chickenia. Who won it? Was it James Randolph won the very first winner of the new bingo. Congrats, James. Nice. I got all your information, so you don't need to send it to me. Now I got to figure out what to send to you for that. Get you a bingo surprise. Fascinating. If you play, I have no idea about bingo, so you got to trust Wes on all this. If you play multiple cards, just enter your name with a number like Wes 1, Wes 2, Wes 3. It's on live chat. Yeah, so you won like 30 minutes ago and you didn't even realize it? Ah! There's those little screws that attach the camera to that thing. I guess I'm going to go back there now and just do this. And precariously balance myself on top of an 8-foot ladder to get as high as I can. But I am happy to have that. I had to do some mighty strong convincing to get Kim to agree. It was like, I gotta have this camera. I gotta have this camera. We gotta put this camera back there. I can't stand not being able to see back there. So, stick my card in there and walk back there and try to get it set up. Yeah. But thanks for everybody for being here. We've already disassembled, so now it's just time to go. Catch y'all next video.